Well, it came about in 2007 actually, because in 2007 is when we created our first ballet inspired by a modern music icon, which was Joni Mitchell. And Joni Mitchell was such a success that she then had dinner with one of Elton John's agent, who was a big fan of Joni Mitchell. And then Elton John got interested in the idea of Alberta Ballet creating a contemporary work to his music. And then from Elton John, it led to Sarah McLachlan, where I worked with her at the opening ceremonies of the Olympics in Vancouver, and I choreographed her song. And so we worked closely together for the opening ceremonies, and that's when she also attended the Joni Mitchell Ballet, which opened the Cultural Olympiads in Vancouver. So it was a very prestigious opening night. And she was sitting, and this was a coincidence, 3 seats away from where I was sitting in the theater. So we were chatting again about it, and once she saw the dancers and the fiddle and drum ballet, she then said, I would be honored, because I'd been pestering her about it for a while, that you create a ballet to my music. So it's been a wonderful journey from Joni Mitchell to Elton John and now Sarah McLachlan. Well, this ballet tells the story of a woman's life, and this woman is represented by many different women. So the 5 leading ballerinas of the Alberta Ballet will dance chapters in this woman's life. The first dancer is 11 years old, and the oldest lady interpreting the role is 56. And so it's really an odyssey. And what this woman lives is inspired by what Sarah McLachlan shared with me about her songs and her life, and what the dancers of the company, the female dancers, have told me about their lives. So it's really trying to depict what a woman goes through in our modern world. You know, a lot has changed for them in the past decades. Women are offered a lot more choices and possibilities than ever before, but then it becomes a struggle between balancing their spiritual life with their business life and their family, and if they have children. Well, every time I try to do something different, you know, it's every time you want people to see something they weren't expecting to see to the music, but that still truthfully and honestly respects the world of these singers, you know. So Joni Mitchell, it was about war, it was about the environment. She's still very much politically involved in what's happening in the world. And so I'd never done a ballet about the environment and war before. It was something I never thought I would do. But with her brilliant guidance, we managed to pull off quite a dramatic piece of work. With Elton John, it was different again, because he wanted me to talk about the problems of addiction, which he faced, the problems of intolerance and prejudice, which he faced as well. And so he wanted the ballet to educate people on his life, but also the challenges we face in our modern world without values and the importance of love. With Sarah McLachlan, it's going to be completely different again, because it's really trying to capture the ethos of femininity and of being a woman today, as you know, poetically described through the songs of Sarah McLachlan. So I think every one of them is different, but every one of them tries to capture these musicians in an intimate way that will surprise audiences, that, you know, are unexpected. I think my favorite part is still to come. I love always the creative process with the dancers in the studio. That's always almost more fun for the choreographer than the performance itself. But I think the best moment will be when the ballet curtain, when the curtain comes down on the ballet at the end of the first performance. And if hopefully we've touched Sarah, I can't wait to look at her at that moment to see if we've inspired her.